Hey, hello, and welcome to Dev Systems. Today, I'm just going to do something a little bit that is just to show you how we are going to make a simple web calculator. We're just going to use the HTML and CSS and a little bit, very little bit of JavaScript. Okay, let me show you what you need to have. You need to have in the pipeline, you must know Git or just some few basics of Git, like how you push the code, then how we are going to host it on Netlify. App design, that is you're going now to add the HTML, CSS, and then the little bit of JavaScript, then you're going to host it and then use it on any web browser. Okay, so the final thing, this is how it will look. You can see we have this one on the computer, and on the phone this is how it will be. It's just a small application called Calculate Me, and if I can just demo that, hopefully my internet is very fast. I don't know, not so fast. Okay, as that one loads, then also you can like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll be posting a lot of tutorials, like one tutorial per week. Okay. So this is just a simple thing, 1 plus 2, then 35, 65 minus 2. Yeah, so it's just the basic functionality. I'm not focusing on enhancing it, but we'll take it to another level sometime. So directly to the code, I'm on my terminal, and I've just created a folder, a directory in the under my projects, and on this directory, I'm going to create 3 files. So you can create it using the VS Code, or using whatever the system you're using, can just create it. So I'm going to create the first one, that is index.html, and then the styles. Then I'll open the VS Code from this point here. Yeah, so I have the VS Code here, and I'm going to start on the HTML file. I'm going to auto-generate this HTML5. You can just install the extension and just say calculator on the title. Then you're going to import the CSS, and we have the styles.css, this one here. And okay, so we have the body here. The body can remain as the wrapper, but I will like to have my own wrapper. I'll give it a class. Let me zoom it a little bit so that you can see it very well. Class name, let me call it the wrapper, and then another div. I'll call another div, that is the div to wrap the calculator. Now I'll just call it calculator wrapper. So this is now the small box that will house our calculator. Okay, so then we'll have now the header. So that is the header. Say simple web calculator. Then we'll have now another div to house the button, the screen for the calculator. You can use ID here. I can say calculator body, because this is the body of the calculator. I'm going to use the forms to make it easy. The form that is calculator. This is very important. This name here is very important. This is what will allow us to do the on clicks. To make it easy to generate the final thing, or the to come up with the nice buttons, I'm going to use the tables. Just tables for now that way. Then inside this one, you'll have a screen. Have a screen here. Can give it an ID of, let's say, results display wrapper. So this is where the screen to be to display the results. Then you have the input. It's of type text. Then you have the name, that is display. And then you have the ID, that is display. Yeah, okay. For now, we can have that, close that one. Then at the bottom on this side, we'll have the buttons, the calculator buttons. Then, because this is a table, we'll have the table row. Then you'll have the TD. Now the DD will have the inputs. The input, this will be of type. Just make it easy. Have type button. Then you'll have the class. So the other buttons will take the same class, that is calculator button. So let me break this down to make it easy to view. And you have the name. So what is the name here? You want to have one. Then we'll have the value. The value is 1. That is the value that will be clicked. Then the important part here, that is on click. On click, remember that this is a small section, not the area. On click, so the on click now, yeah, this is now the one that will be of much importance. So we'll be taking this class here, the class, the name there, that is calculator. Calculator dot, want to display it. Where do we want to display the value? Calculator dot display that value. That is what will be displayed on this part. Then we want to do something called concatenation on this point, and just do plus equal to 1. So concatenation will happen on this point. And this is a string because it's JavaScript anyway. We don't want to use any of the strict typing. And that is it. That is how we are going to generate our buttons. Yeah. So once you're done generating that, the rest will be easy. Close this one here. Okay. So I want to run it so that I can see what you've developed first. So we can open it in the live server. Yeah, so you can see we have this small thing. If I click here, yeah, and if I change this to calculators and refresh this, if I click here, I don't see anything. So this name is very, very important. So let me duplicate this 3 times. This one 3 times. Just duplicating it 3 times. You'll have the value 2 here. You'll have 2. Then you'll have 2. And then also at this point, you'll have value 3, 3 name, 3, value 3, and concatenate 3 at that point. So you can see you have these values. Yeah. So that is just what we have. Then we want to have a plus or minus on the other end, like on this other side. We want to have a plus. So we'll just duplicate this. We'll have a plus mathematical sign, plus here, and plus there. Yeah. So we have plus there. Okay. Okay. So let us do the styling of these ones first. So go directly to the styles. Then you'll have the body. What is the style that you want to give the body? So we can give it a background color. You can choose any color. You can say black, but I'll choose a little bit faint color like that one. Using VS Code is just very easy to manipulate the colors. Then you'll have the margin to be a hotel. Then want to use some specific font family, that is Arial. This one, I like this. Okay, then you'll have, let us do the styling for calculator wrapper, this one. So for the calculator wrapper, that is a class. So we give it a color, let's say, let's say yellowish, like width. You'll align the text. Let's give it the text to center. Let's do that. Let's see how it is. What is the how it works? Yeah. So want to center everything. Okay, then let us style my simple web calculator style. So we don't need to style that. We need to style calculator body. That is an ID. Calculator body, that's an ID. We'll do this. Give it a border of just 1 pixel solid, and you can also do white or padding of, let's say, something like 15 pixels. Then do a little bit of border radius of like 3 pixels, and the color of everything to be white. Let's see. Then so this should be working. At least it should be better. Okay, so we need to give it, we need to give the width. We need to give the width of this. We need to give the width to the wrapper here. Let's say just 20%. Yeah, so let us now do the centering. That is, you can give it the margin top, margin of top 10%, bottom 0, then 0, then you can do 40 on this other side. Yeah, so that works well. Now it has been centered, so we can style these inputs here. The inputs, that is the result display wrapper, that's an ID. Font size, let's say X small. Yeah, can like this. Then texts, where do we want to, we don't want to type on the left side. This side, we want to type on the right side. So that is what you'll say, and texts on the hand. Then can do padding right, just 1 rem. Then column, let's say we need color width. Can do also padding bottom 0.4 rem. Don't need this black line here. and that is better. Okay, so it hasn't picked that. Results Ruapa. Just a minute. Let me see where the error is. Let's leave this one first. Let's style the buttons. Let's style the buttons. Then we'll come back to that. So for the buttons, you have the class. So we'll general padding, size 0.5, 0.5 rem, and 1.2, 0.5 tall, and bottom, then left and right, 1.2. You need to give it a background color. Background color, let's say black, then I can choose some other colors, like the same as this one. Somehow, okay, let me choose exactly the same as the background color to give us a nice display. Outside margin, a little bit, like 0. Maybe 4 frames. Then once you point on that, you need a cursor to put a pointer. Color inside should be white. And then you'll have the font size. Let's give it medium. And then let's leave the border for now. So we have this nice buttons. Yeah, so you can give it border radius of 2 pixels, or I think 3 is good. Yeah, so that is better for now. Okay, so we can duplicate all the other buttons. The rest of the buttons, it's just a matter of duplicating. This is what you can achieve. I'll duplicate the entire row because you're going to create another new row. So I'll duplicate the second row. So on the second row, we have 4, 5, 6. So we have 4, 5, 5 here, then 5 here, then you have the 6. Those are the only things that you change. Yeah, then you can change this to minus. Then you can change this to minus. Then to minus. So if something is not clear, just comment below this video, and I'll just clear anything. Then the second last, that is, you have 6 and 7, 8, 9. So you have 7, 7. Then you have 8. Then you have 9. Then you have multiply, and then multiply. Yeah, so we can see we now have this nice display. You can do some padding here. Then you have the last part. The last part where we have the clear. Clear is equals divide. I think those are the few things that you haven't written. So the last part that is clear. You want C for that and C for that. This will remain empty because you're not going to concatenate anything. But the value is C, then the name is clear. I'll give it an ID just in case. You'll have to do some styling on this one. Then the last one, not the last one, of course. This is just the same as the numbers. Then you have the dot, then you have the value. The value for this one is dot. Dot on this one also. I will do some few things on this one. And the last one now, that is divide. Then you have divide. And this one is divide. Yeah. So that is all on the buttons. Okay, let us now go back to this input field. That is on the styling of the input field. Results display. So we are going to style inside part. That is, you have to style the input, not the wrapper. So let's say results output. Results output, that is class. Text align. I'm going to align it to the right. Then you're going to do the overflow. Like it will overflow to the left and to the right. So let's allow a user to scroll on that just for now. That should be on the next line. And you can do height, 34 pixels. Yeah, let's just give it 34, let's say. Yeah, 34 is good. Background color. Let's give it the same, exactly the same as the background color at 777676. Okay, then the color, let's give it not width but white. Then the font size, large or X large. Yeah, no, that works. Yeah, that's better. Okay, let's see if anything works. So the clear button doesn't work. Let's say -1. Oh, we don't have these equals. Okay, let's remove this dot for now and give it an is equals. So the dot, you have the dot here. We'll have to do some calculations on this part. That is, you're going to use this functionality in JavaScript called eval. that is on click at this point. So calculator display the value that is now this is equals to, I'm going to do some small calculations. Eval in calculator display dot value. Then can close it on the value. So this value we can give it is equal to value. Let's now test this. That is -2. Yeah, so it works. Every functionality is being taken care of on this part. So we can see, let's see, eval result. So it will give us the value as a string. Can test this values here. Yeah. In the next lecture or in the next video, I'll explain more about this evolve thing. Okay, so we're now done. The functionality is actually done for this. Like can do anything. Oh, but the clay is not working. Let me see, why is the clear not working? Okay, for now let me just play around with this functionality for now. Yeah, but there is something I haven't done correctly on the clear. Okay, so you can deploy it to Netlify or something. Time is not on my side, but deploying it on Netlify, just log in, actually connect it to your GitHub account and just click on deploy the repo, your repo, and it will just automatically deploy because it's a static file. Yeah, so this functionality is working currently, but I'll be working on improving more and more, and I'll share with you guys later. Like we'll improve on the scientific calculator and other things. Okay, so just one thing I want you guys to help me with is just subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'm going to share more. I'm going to share more with you guys. Yeah, that's all. Thank you.